Move over homemade banana bread. We're making this beautiful bakery style banana bread. It's taller, firmer, and has a beautiful crack down the middle that makes you stop, maybe stare, but it will make you spend $4.50 a slice at some bougie bakery. Look, I know people love regular homemade banana bread. I have a recipe taped to my flour container. And look at this joker who offered 3 tips to make regular homemade banana bread even better. But this is different. I converted this recipe, adding more flour, more sugar, and less banana, tested it out to give you this bakery look and feel. Bakery style banana bread is built for structure and clean slices. It's up to you if you want to sell them for 25 bucks a loaf, and for good measure, I'll have my standard banana bread and compare the two for you at the end. Let's make this. Preheat your oven to 375 Fahrenheit and prep your loaf pan with baking spray or some butter and some paper towel or parchment if you're a wizard. Now I'm going to start prepping the dry ingredients. Put 325 grams of all-purpose flour with 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This will help it rise. And then I'm using 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Now whisk that all together if you want. Now onto the wet ingredients. I'm adding 115 grams of softened butter to the mixer, along with 250 grams of sugar. This is a little more than your regular banana bread. Sugar brings more structure, as does the solid butter. You will need a mixer since bakeries don't make banana bread by hand. Mix on medium-high speed. You want to cream this until it's light and fluffy, about 4 to 5 minutes. Do not skip this step and don't forget to scrape the sides. Now I'm adding the 2 eggs one at a time, or I like to pop them with a whisk and pre-mix it and then pour it in while letting each fully mix in before adding the next. Add a confident splash of vanilla. Now add the bananas. You want them really ripe, soft, brown, almost ugly, like they just got out of a fight. We're aiming for about 340 to 360 grams. I used 350. You want to mash them well. You can use a fork, or I'm switching up to a potato masher, even though they are a little harder to clean. Also, smashing them helps make them sweeter, so go crazy and then mix until well combined. Now it's time to add the dry ingredients 1 spoonful at a time, not to make a mess, and then once that's halfway done, I'll dump the rest into a mixer and mix on low speed. And this is optional, but I decided to add a nice pinch of cinnamon and spices, and this includes cloves, cardamom, and allspice. Here's where you want to add your mix-in as well. I'm adding 180 grams of pecans, but you can add chocolate or other nuts, up to 200 grams. Just let it mix a bit and finish mixing by hand, making sure to scrape the bottom and mixing in any dry flour spots. Now, pour the batter into the prepared loaf pan. The batter will be thick, much thicker than your standard softer loaf. Clean up as best you can. I like to wipe away the extra batter on the sides so that they don't burn. And then make sure that your oven is still at 375 degrees Fahrenheit and pop it in for 15 minutes. And then after that, lower the temperature to 350 and do an additional 45 to 55 minutes. You can do the poke test to see if it's done. Once done, let that sit in the pan for another 10 minutes to cool, and then you can pop it onto a wire rack. All right, this one is freshly baked. Let's do the comparison. Sorry, this is so moist it's falling apart. And this is obviously more structure. And it did have a little more time to cool down, but still, this is something that can handle being in a bakery window for a while. I got my coffee. And in case you're wondering, this is standing at a nice tall 3.5 inches at its height. And then right here, this is at about 3 inches. So it has like a 1/2 inch higher. I don't know if that's much, but like I did say, a little more structure. So we are going to taste it. This is a nice solid piece. Okay, just want to let you know they are doing different things. Again, this is meant to be sold at a bakery, and this is meant to be enjoyed at home. And this is super moist and delicious. I included all 3 of my tips. I added an extra banana, so that's 4 bananas, almost 420 grams of bananas. I used butter and oil. Oil makes things more moist. And then I threw in some banana yogurt, which again adds more moisture and more banana flavor. This is excellent. This is so soft. Oh my God, it's like literally falling apart. It is fully cooked through, but it is super moist and very delicious. All right, now for the bakery one, it has more flour, a little more sugar, less banana comparatively to this one, and it was baked at a different temperature. If you've ever made muffins, you can always bake it at a higher temperature and then lower it. So we baked it at 375 and then lowered it to 350 to get that initial spring. All right, so much easier to break apart. Yeah, this is good. I like it because even though it has more sugar, it doesn't feel as sweet and it can hold itself together. What I like about the bakery style is, and if you know, you know, you can add some delicious butter quite easily. It doesn't like fall apart on you. You can spread it out. And yes, you can put butter on this, which I will, but it is a softer crumb and it will melt almost right into it. But you can just get a delicious piece of banana bread with butter. All right, and there you have it too. This one's homemade, it's soft and cozy, super moist, and this one's taller, firmer, and it slices clean. This is the kind of banana bread you want to make when you want to showcase something and show it off. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like more thoughtful food content and conversation, please subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.